Corey and I are working on a project today. He was out in the garage with me, and we are working today on making some drawers for the cabinet that we use as a pantry. So that is what we're working on today. We are out in the garage building it, and I thought I'd bring you along. The actual pantry in our kitchen is about this big. So instead, we use the drawers or the cabinets next to our fridge as a pantry. And we want some slide out drawers in the lower cabinet just to make things a little more organized. Basically, what we've got here is some 1/2-inch plywood that's cut. We got two short sides, 2 long sides, and we've got, is that a dado?
That is a dado.
That's a dado. In the middle, or not in the middle, but at the bottom that holds the drawer bottom. So this is not actually assembled yet, but we are just test fitting it. Yeah, so it slides right in there like that on all 4 sides. And normally we would do pocket holes in all the corners to assemble this, but we don't have any of the right size. So instead we're just gonna do wood glue and screw in here because this is going in a cabinet and it's fine if it's not perfectly gorgeous.
And you're only gonna see this part.
Right, you'll only see this side, so it won't matter if there's screws over here. Right. This is what the drawer looks like. We've got 2 that are gonna go side by side so that they can be pulled out separately because we have really wide cabinet boxes. So drawers are done. All that's left to do is install the hinges. And these are undermount hinges that will mount onto the bottom of the cabinet. So I just have to learn how to install them, which sounds easy, but the directions are confusing. So this could take me all day. Okay, so the jig helps you install these holes that lets you put on this dewdrobber.
That dewdrobber.
I don't know what this dewdrobber does.
It's
you?
Yeah, it's the lock.
Hold on. What does it do?
It's the lock. It holds the slide in.
We're clearly professionals. So this will hold the drawer on top of the drawer slide?
Yes.
They call it a locking mechanism.
Yeah, it locks the drawer slide on.
I call it a dewdrobber.
Yep. The dewdrobber locker.
So now we use the same guide. So we used it like this, well, like this before up here. Now we flip it around and put it here in these little notches that we made. And he's gonna drill right there, and that is for the pin on the drawer slide. What mistake of ours have you discovered?
Our screws are too low.
So we did, instead of pocket holes, we did screws, and there's one right there. Well, when he's drilling in, the screw was there. So that is obnoxious. Does it screw anything up majorly?
I mean, I could, if I wanted to, I could just lower the screw. I could put another screw, but I think the glue is well dried.
So you just removed the screws?
I'm just gonna remove the screws.
Okay. All the dewdrobbers are on. Our holes here are drilled for the slides, and the next step is to install the actual drawer slides in the cabinet box. So we're gonna go clear out the cabinet and put the drawer slides in. Okay, so I have been sitting here trying to research because we ran into a little problem, and it appears we're maybe the only people who've ever run into it and shared. So couldn't find any information. Let me show you what we're dealing with. Our cabinet box has a little lip here. So this, whenever you try to, it doesn't open. So we can't just install it to the sides because this is kind of where our thing is unique. We're doing 2 side by side. If we were doing one all the way across, I could install this wherever I wanted on here. But we need to install it to the bottom because it's essentially going to be like that versus going all the way. So Corey is currently cutting some little strips of wood that we're going to attach to the base of the cabinets to lift this up a little bit so that it can open all the way. All right, so you know it's my favorite when we get to share our mistakes with you so you can learn from what we say, not from what we do. Always just a joy. So when Corey measured for the drawers to be side by side, I believe he measured from here to here, meaning it wasn't taken into account that this drawer side was going to have to be installed about an inch away from the door. So 2 drawers side by side that we made in the size that we made do not fit. This is the fun part of DIY, right? Everything goes wrong all the time. So we're regrouping because that has to happen sometimes. And we like to try to work kind of through our mistakes as much as we can. So we're obviously a simple solution. We go to the store and get more plywood and build 2 new drawers. But that's such a waste of material. It's such a waste of time. We like to try to figure out how we can make what we already have work. So I feel like it's less of a waste, and also we learn a little more from it because we're pushing ourselves a little harder. So I'm going to install the one drawer that we know fits, and then we're gonna regroup and figure out the other side. And the reason I always share these sorts of things is yesterday, whenever one of our mistakes popped up, I don't remember, Corey said, do you think this happens to other people, like to other bloggers that are sharing all the time? Do you think they make mistakes as often as we do? And I said, probably, and you probably just don't see it as much. And I don't want you at home to be making the mistakes going, gosh, why does this just happen to me? It happens to us too. For the record, I don't share every mistake that I make. There are some that we make that I just, for my own mental sanity, can't even talk about. It happens. But I do try to be open about the fact that mistakes are being made, and I want you to see us working through them, because that is a huge part of DIY. It never goes exactly how you plan it. Almost ever. So let's fix this drawer. We got this right, or we've made yet another mistake. We should hear a really satisfying click. I only heard one satisfying click. So where our mistake was is not that Corey didn't account for the lip. It is that account for this gap here. We just measured, and if these drawers actually sat flush and this gap wasn't here, it would have been perfect. So
Thank you. Thank you.
something to know. So for the other side, we have this drawer. Corey says we have enough material for the sides to make another drawer that would be smaller. We think we're just going to make a smaller drawer for the other side, which is fine. I need to get this bottom out. I'm going to see if I can just take this apart and salvage it so that all we're doing is trimming it down. No idea if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try. Okay, so I just needed a little more force and a more solid surface. I got it apart. My theory is that these are the long pieces. I think we can just reuse these and then cut these 2 down. The only thing is the holes are already drilled in them, so we may need to cut new side-to-side pieces. I just don't like wasting material. So I'm going to take a break, have some lunch, and then we will fix this drawer.